right, good evening, Chuckleheads. It's your boy Jay Berg and, of course, Mr.
Colton Drake.
That's Colton Drake over there, man. We are 25, dude. 25 big episodes.
Wow.
It's our 25th episode. We are doing Tim Dillon, I'm Your Mother. It's his third Netflix special. How was your week last week, man?
It was good. Yeah.
Do anything fun other than... Well, last night was nuts.
Yeah, last night
we did very hungover.
We did drink and debate last night, and that was a blast.
Yeah. Are you hungover? Were you hungover today, or did you just...
I felt okay.
You what?
I felt okay.
I thought you said I felt a little gay, and I'm like, dude, you gotta quit doing that.
No, you gotta quit doing that. No, I felt all right.
Yeah.
Felt all right.
I did not. I still feel terrible, and I felt terrible all day at work. I took a half day, but yeah, it did not feel great.
Well, I mean, I didn't feel that good. I didn't go to work.
So between the two of us, we worked half a day at work. So
yeah.
We didn't do, but it was great. We got hammered last night. Had a great time.
Yeah, we did. It was super fun. I love
drinking
those
debate. Oh, they're
shows.
so much fun. So the drinking debate show, essentially, we get different topics. You debate them while you're getting hammered with your friends. 6 idiots on a stage talking shit to each other, and
trying to debate.
me forgetting what topic we were doing and what side of it I'm on. Colton hype manning people. It was a total fucking. It was chaos. That was a perfect word for it. Chris Jessup used that.
Yeah,
chaos. Really fun though. Audience had a great time. Little light on the turnout. Hopefully they keep doing it. But if they don't, we'll start doing it at Draft Zone or something. We have to keep that thing going. I think it's like the best show.
Yeah, it is always such a fun.
Such a fun show.
Every time I've done that show, it's been an absolute blast.
Yeah, absolutely. So that was all I did last week too. Did you do anything else other than you played some Assassin's Creed? You played some Oblivion?
Yeah, I'm trying to get Bev into Obliv.
Any Tekken?
Just a little bit, not a whole lot.
Not a lot of Tekken.
I've been dialing down on the Tekken for the moment.
Well, you have to get your priorities straight. You have to do Assassin's Creed and
go through Oblivion. Trying to get Bev in on it, but I was like, you have to play this. You have to like this game. It's nostalgic for me. You have to try this. And so then
is that you doing an impression of you?
Yeah. And then she, we designed her character. She was really into that part. She did a really good job.
That. Well, that makes sense with all the Lego Fortnite shit. How she loves like making her town, like designing the town.
The problem with her though is she loots everything.
Oh, she said that. She said she was stealing shit and she kept getting caught.
She was stealing, right in front of a guy too. He's like, "Hey, that's mine," and she's just like grabbing apples off of his.
Dude, I love that. I'm a big. That was my favorite. My favorite thing to do is just rob people blind in Oblivion. I really enjoyed that.
Well, is it because they watched her? I imagine it's because it was obvious. But as soon as she leaves, they're like, "Hey there."
Yeah,
You've been stealing.
The guards came up. Yeah, well, if somebody watches you steal shit, you get a bounty immediately.
Yeah.
And also, she just started the game, which means she doesn't have good sneak.
No.
Like, she doesn't have good enough sneak to get away with it.
It was also in front of one of the main characters. Like, you save the guy from the Oblivion gate, and she's just robbing.
She's
right
robbing the dude she just saved.
Yeah.
She's like, listen, shit ain't free, okay? I just saved your life.
Yeah, and he's like he's the runner-up for the throne or whatever, right? He's that guy.
I do remember that.
Yeah.
That was your Oblivion minute.
Pretty fun.
With Jay Berg and Colton Drake. That was, I had a good time though, man. Did you have a good time?
I had a great time.
That was great.
It's been fun just doing, getting to do a lot of stand-up recently.
Mike's been fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Last Thursday was good.
Last Thursday was
You qualified for the Quincy Belt Tournament of Champions, or the Last Chance semifinal. Congratulations on that.
Thanks.
So, yeah. You don't say it like that, dude.
Sorry.
You know I run that shit, so
you do such a good job.
You could be a little bit excited about it.
You do such a good job running it.
Oh, that's very nice of you.
You're welcome.
I'm drinking just to avoid a gigantic hangover. Oh, is it tequila you're drinking?
Yeah.
Yeah, Cazadores. The tequila has gone bad.
Ooh.
All right, let's go. Move on to new listeners, buddy.
New listeners.
We got some new listeners. We have no new states.
Indonesia, though. We got
one more area of Australia. We got Western Australia. We didn't have any Western Australia, so shout out Western Australia. Thank you.
How close are we to having all of Australia?
I think we have like 3 left, 3 provinces or territories or whatever.
Hell yeah.
We have 4 new countries.
Okay.
Boom. We got an African country, Egypt. Boom.
Oh, we got Egypt? That's
cool. We got Mexico, which we didn't have before, which I was kind of surprised.
Nice.
So we got all of North America now. No, that's not true. We don't have Greenland or whatever.
Not yet.
Well, it's part of the United States, so I don't know why I'd even need to call it a different. We got Nepal, so part of Asia slash, I think it's Asia. Yeah, because it's right above India, I think. I should not do that. And then we got St. Lucia.
St. Lucia.
I think that's I know it's an island. I don't know where it is. I think it's an island. I think it's an island in the Caribbean, but I'm not sure.
That's cool.
So yeah, Egypt, Mexico, Nepal, St. Lucia. Shout out to you guys and Western Australia. Thank you for getting us here. I think we have 9 states left.
Nice.
Or maybe 8.
We're moving. We're making moves.
Yeah, I want to get all of them. I want to collect them all, Pokemon style.
We want
so
Pangea.
thank you for the new listeners. Please, keep telling your friends. If you know anybody who lives in a country that we haven't, or a state that we haven't done,
yeah,
tell them, man. You know somebody in Wyoming? Let them know.
Yeah.
Be like, hey, Wyoming guy.
Tell them you like the boys.
You like the boys. We love the Wyoming Cowboys. They're our favorite football team. Just tell them that. They'll believe you. We love Josh Allen. He's from Wyoming. Colton, you love Wyoming, don't you?
Big Wyoming guy.
Yeah, he's a huge Wyoming guy. Huge Yellowstone guy, right?
Yellowstone?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. John Dalton? Right.
I just meant
what's his name?
The park or whatever.
But
yeah, I don't know.
Isn't
I don't
it
know shit about
Dalton? Oh, no.
I don't know.
Why
shit
did I
about
do this to myself? John
Dalton sounds like a character
Denton?
in Red Dead Redemption. Or
John.
I have no idea. Are you talking about like this series Yellowstone? I don't watch
What's
it.
the main character in Yellowstone?
Why are you speaking into the mic and into your phone right now? You weirdo.
John Dutton. I was so
John
close.
Dutton. Okay, is that from Yellowstone?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
He owns a piece of the.
All right. I didn't watch any of that. Is it good? Everybody says it's really good. But.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah.
If you like watching a bunch of phony cowboys roll around. And
Hey
pretend
yo!
like it's all real shit.
You hate phony shit.
Yeah, well,
like Dusty Slay, hard working man.
Whoa,
or working man.
I do hate that. No, it's yeah, dude, it's just kind of funny because like the whole thing is like they're like against these Californians moving in, coming for their land, but it's also like all these actors are from California. They're recording all of this shit. Like they're exact opposite of what. I don't know.
I get you. I get you. So that's our new listenership and
a Yellowstone minute.
A little Yellowstone minute. We do a lot of minutes in here.
Big minute.
Too many. I mean, last episode, holy shit, it was like an hour 40. Yeah. Okay, so let's just get into beer of the week. Forgot beer of the week. We have one courtesy of my cousin Jill, and
Jill.
Birch and Barley Restaurant. Son of a Birch by YaYa Brewing. It's a blonde ale. It's freaking delicious. I've had it before.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drink one during the show. I haven't opened it yet though.
Nice.
But so shout out Birch and Barley Restaurant in Pullman, Washington. Great place to eat. Please go check them out if you are so inclined. Tell Jill that I say you. Jill Bielenberg. She's the manager, or was the general manager there. I forgot what her title is now. Events coordinator. I don't know. Catering director. Some shit like that.
And if you're in Spokane and you just want to,
if you're in Spokane,
want to try it, go to YaYa's.
Go to YaYa
Brewing, dude. It's a great spot. Good.
It is.
Good pizza in there.
Yeah, we're gonna get YaYa. We're gonna
called.
contact you. You got to keep doing comedy shows. I don't know who you're working with right now, but if you're not working with somebody, work with us. We will put on some shows for you, YaYa. You will love it. But yeah, so
will you love it? YaYa.
YaYa, Son of a Birch from Birch and Barley and the YaYa Brewing. YaYa might only sell that for Birch and Barley. I don't think so, but I think they sell it wherever they can. But whatever.
I'm not sure.
So beer of the week. Thank you, YaYa. Thank you, Birch and Barley Restaurant. Now, are you ready for this trailer, my man?
Yep. Let's run it.
All right. This is the trailer for Tim Dillon, I'm Your Mother.
It's so funny what we fight about in America. We're going to ban TikTok or we're not. I don't know. I don't care how you feel about that. At a certain age, you got to shut up. Like, I'm 39 years old, and I have friends that are they're like, they can't ban TikTok. I'm like, hey, Ralph, sit down. Sit this out. They can't ban that child's dancing app. Ralph, this looks terrible. Please, stop. Where am I going to watch children dance? All right, hey, enough.
There it was, man. That was the trailer for Tim Dillon's I'm Your Mother special. We just watched that. Our 25th special. How do you feel? 25th special, dude. You feeling good?
Oh, I feel so good about it. Yeah,
I'm glad we did Tim Dillon for this. I like Tim Dillon. He's funny.
Yeah, Tim Dillon's awesome.
A little bit about Tim Dillon. He's known as a podcast host and a comic. He was raised in New York, not in the city, but in New York. He was on Sesame Street when he was a kid.
What?
On like one episode.
Oh, he's a plant.
He said he's a plant.
He's an industry plant, dude. This is bullshit. Now I don't like him.
I read he said he did the polka with Snuffleupagus. I just thought that was a really funny sentence. You know what I mean? So that's cool. I think he won. I think he's on twice. Is what he said. He was before he did stand up. He was a tour guide in New York City, and then transitioned into starting doing stand up 2010. So he actually hasn't been doing it as long as a lot of the people that we've reviewed. 15 years, still a lot, but so 15 years. He was in Rolling Stone. Oh, was that New York
I was
Magazines
graduating high school and he was just starting stand up.
There you go, dude.
That's crazy.
You could have the same amount of. If you started when you graduated high school, you have the same amount of experience that he did. He would.
Yeah.
Wow.
That'd be sweet.
If you weren't so lazy,
It would probably be me and not you, Tim. I was never on Sesame Street though.
He was. I know, right?
Damn.
He already had an IMDb credit before.
That sucks, dude.
He was on the list of 10 comics you need to know in 2017. I believe that's like either New York Magazine or might have been Rolling Stone. I don't remember who it was. I didn't write it down.
Interesting. I wonder who else was on that.
Yeah, it's a good question. Probably 9 other people, I'm going to guess.
That's a solid guess, yeah. I wonder out of those 9, though.
If any of them are more famous than he is. Yeah, who knows?
Yeah. Plug.
Yeah. Plug. We're dumping it. This is his 3rd Netflix special. Did you know that? Have you seen the other 2?
I've seen the one before this one. Yeah.
So that one is... I don't have that one.
It's almost like a daily show. Or not like a daily show. It's it's almost like a show. It's not like a stand-up.
Oh, it wasn't really a special?
No, it was kind of more like what's it? Jerry Springer-esque.
Okay.
Kind of show.
Okay.
Where he's bringing out guests and he's bringing out people. And
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It was
so
all
it's
right.
more like a talk show then.
Yeah, it was more like a talk show.
That's weird. It's weird how they're doing they're calling those stand-up shows. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think they just call them specials because
it's not anything else, I guess.
yeah,
so
it is
all right.
special, I suppose.
It is special. It's like the Kill Tony thing. Calling that a special is very weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
is weird.
it was 2022, A Real Hero was the name of that 2022 special. 2024, Tim Dillon, This Is Your Country. Is that the one you saw?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So that was more of a talk show, interview show, whatever, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Yep.
Interesting. Very, very interesting.
This was way better. I'd rather watch stand-up than that anyways. You know what I mean? But
I got you.
I really enjoyed this. Like, that was okay, whatever. You know, a lot of it's like, oh, he's picking quirky characters to say that this is our country. And then this is just more like, yeah, here's some
interesting,
fun, smart, cool things that I say.
Okay. Yeah. So, I mean, you already sort of teased this a little bit. Overall impressions? You liked it?
Of the special? Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Really liked
this Tim Dill Spash? Yeah. Loved it. I thought it was awesome. I will say it is I feel like it's kind of a lot if you don't know what you're getting into.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, I was a little
What do you mean? Kind of a lot in what way? Just his
a lot of
energy
words,
or what?
A lot of
like dense kind of?
yeah, it's kind of dense.
Okay.
I'd say it's kind of dense. Well, I was hungover this morning. Right. So I put it on and I was like, this is kind of fun. And then I slept for like the last half of it. And I woke up to that joke of the one I got as cute as my favorite joke.
Okay.
And I was even like still sleeping and I was like, that's pretty funny. You know?
That's funny.
That's how I knew. I was like, oh, that's my favorite joke.
That's my man. That's
Going
my man.
for
Yeah,
that one.
dude. I mean, I thought it was good. Oh, I enjoyed it overall. I kind of expected to like it more just because I really like Tim Dillon. But as I've watched it now, I guess I've watched it like we've had it on a couple times while we're getting ready. As it's growing on me, and that I'm trying to think of like, are there any jokes I don't like in there? Not really. I mean, most of them I really enjoy. So
The RFK one was probably my least favorite.
There's an RFK joke that he does an RFK impression, which is
cool. Whatever.
it's fine. I'm just not a big. I mean, especially RFK seems like maybe the easiest impression of all time. You just have to like talk with like a hoarse voice.
Do it.
No, I don't want to.
Why? You just said it's the easiest. Do it.
I'm the worst impressionist ever.
You just said it's easy to do.
I'm Robert Kennedy.
That's pretty good.
There you go.
See?
You just have to talk. Like you can't really talk. Yeah, it's not great. But whatever.
You shouldn't have done more of it. You should have just ended on a high note.
Yeah, I know. Really, you fucked that up. All right, so Yeah, so I kind of, the trailer was hilarious too. Like, that was the other thing. I thought the trailer was one of the better trailers we had.
Yep.
And I really like it too. But let's do it again. I thought it was really good.
It was a fun watch. I enjoyed it a lot actually. A lot of different I wouldn't say it's traditionally. It's not set up punchline so much, right? It doesn't have like that kind of traditional style of stand up. He kind of has like his own kind of ranty. We were kind of talking about this before. It kind of reminds me of George Carlin, but with like more yelling.
Yeah.
Where he just kind of goes on like this.
He goes on a subject and he puts he kind of rambles.
He throws in details.
It's not really ranting. It's more rambling.
It's like a tirade of words.
So
Tirade of words, dude. So then he just goes through and he says a bunch of stuff. And as he's saying stuff, you're like, oh, this isn't that funny. And then he'll hit something. You'll be like, oh, that's funny. And you start laughing. And then he's still saying stuff.
Yeah.
And some of it's funny. Some of it's not funny. But it's not like, oh, each one of these is a punchline. It's like the whole thing is just like, I don't know. What do you even call that?
Yeah, it's like a narrative. It's not a joke. It's like a
laugh lines.
It's like the difference between a math problem and a story. Like it's just math and then a story problem, right? Like technically it is.
That's a good way to say it.
It is the math problem, but it's math problem in a story version, right?
That's a great way to say it.
So it's sort of like that, where there's kind of they're not unnecessary details, but they add context to the numbers, right?
Right.
So I would say that's kind of what he does.
He does a lot of that, and he does a lot of like almost scene work where he's like making a scene, but it's not that at the same time. It's
you say scene work?
Yeah, like
did you learn that in improv class?
Maybe. Well, like, you know, or like you're giving like, oh, this character's this character's blah. And then like you give a little bit of backstory to characters as you kind of go.
Like setting a background scene. Yeah, I get it. That makes sense.
Almost like a script, kind of how.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll get into a little bit more detail here in a minute, but let's talk about everyone's favorite, Fashionisto. What do you got? Fashionisto. Colton Drake, Fashionisto. How's the look?
All right. You guys are not going to believe this. I'm ranking him high. Okay.
Are you really?
I like it. I do like it. I like the simplicity of it. He looks chill.
All right. What's he wearing?
Okay. He's wearing
Give him a little bit of.
He's got like a sweatshirt, like a hooded
It's
sweatshirt,
a hoodie?
Pullover. It's a pullover.
Pullover hoodie.
Yep. And it's
is it black or is it blue?
It's black. It's black, and he's got the white little shoelaces in it.
White, yeah, the white neck
and then
shoelaces.
It's over a red shirt, and you can just see pieces of that like red 4X shirt or whatever popping out of the bottom. And
you had to throw 4X in there. That's so funny.
Well, it's a big
Is it
shirt.
red? I was wondering if it's red or blue.
Yeah, it's
red or orange.
It's red, and and then he's clean shaved,
Jeans?
which, by the way, tough look, dude. Clean shaved at this day and age at that weight class is tough. Clean
so you
shave
like it or don't like it?
No, what I'm saying is he pulls it off.
Okay.
What I'm saying though is it's a tough one to pull off.
As a fat dude, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's a horrible move.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But he pulls it off, no problem. He looks great. He also has like some baggy jeans on, and then at first,
honestly, he wears what I wear. Like it's very similar to what I would wear.
Yeah, sure. But his hair looks good. You can't do that.
That's true. I can't do that.
Just kidding. I said that just to hit you. The shoes he
has.
At first I thought they were flip flops, and I was like, "This is a 10." They're flip flops. They're not flip flops. They're like mow your yard shoes. So it drops it down significant bunch. I'm going 7.6.
7.6 Prince Alberts.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bink,
7
bink, bink,
and 6
bink,
tenths.
Bink, beep.
Did you even do 7 and then 1? Or did
No
you do
idea.
6 and
I don't know how many I did.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised that you're that into it.
One.
I mean, the mothership looks great. It's a good place to film.
Okay, let's talk about this. I got something I want to talk about.
Oh, wait, hold on. All right, is it visual related?
Yeah.
I still want to give my opinions too, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I don't like it. And the real reason I don't like it, number one reason, his shirt tucking or coming out of the ass end of his hoodie. I don't think that looks good at all.
I don't think it looks
It
bad.
looks sloppy to me.
I like it.
But in any case, like whatever. I don't rank other people about that shit because I'm so
Bro, you know how
terrible.
big that sweater has to be to cover up the whole red shirt? Like, come on. It's just it's not happening.
Okay. Tuck it in. The undershirt.
Gross. No.
You don't tuck in an undershirt?
No. You don't
Why the
tuck
fuck
in
not?
a shirt.
You don't tuck in a shirt ever.
Not unless you're going to church or something. Maybe court.
You're wearing a wife beater under a shirt, and you wouldn't tuck it in?
How long is the wife beater?
Longer than your shirt.
Okay, well then I'm tucking it in.
Yeah, okay.
Or I'm cutting the wife beater.
You're going to cut it?
Yeah, probably just into a nice little like bra.
Just
cut the tummy
do
out.
a midriff exposure.
Yeah.
I mean, no one can say that's not the hottest thing a fucking trailer trash has ever worn in their life.
Look
All
like
right.
Chong or
So,
Cheech.
yeah.
Or Cheech.
But I mean,
yeah.
he looks fine. He looks
I
fine.
think he looks great.
He just looks like he doesn't give a shit how he looks, which I like.
Yeah.
Not that he doesn't give a shit, but he's not like sitting there trying to make a statement, right?
Oh, I think he made a big statement with this.
That's very interesting.
Big statement piece.
Big statement.
Statement.
Actually, this was his commentary on the war in the Middle East. It was his attire. Yeah.
Yeah, it did remind me of that.
It evokes memories of, yeah. Sorry, that's Fashionisto. Let's continue with visual stuff, though. Visual, anything else you want to talk about?
So the curtains
speaking?
behind him are red. They've got the whole thing
Look kind of
geared up red.
velvet-y.
Yeah, and I think
Good.
what's cool about the mothership too is it seems like they can change the colors of what the background is just by the lighting on those curtains. Can make that.
They
look
probably can.
totally different.
I mean, it's a pretty new club, and it's specifically for comedy, so they probably have a lot of different tricks they can use depending on what somebody wants on their background.
right.
Which is cool. I kind of like when there's the same look. You know where it's being filmed without
Right.
them having to say it. I kind of like that. Like the Cellar, right? Everybody knows the Cellar. Brick wall, Comedy Cellar up in the corner with stained glass. That's their thing, right?
Yeah.
So then you know where you're at. You don't have to even know. Nobody has to say anything. You just know where it is.
I think the mothership kind of works the same though because it's
Probably
because
because it has the big arch.
the arch with the balls in it or whatever.
But it looks like a cool place. I want to go down there for sure. I mean, I
Oh,
definitely
same.
would like to see.
Interesting choice too. I thought was how so like the mothership, that curtain that's behind him.
Yeah.
You know, people come out from that curtain usually, right?
Mm.
Like if you're on open mic, you come out from.
If you're on
behind
it,
the
Kill
curtain.
Tony.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know.
We
You
saw
just
that.
come out from
We
the
saw
open,
that, yeah.
from the curtain. It was interesting that I didn't peep whether he came out through the curtain or walked
Just
up.
from the side, I thought.
Yeah, and then he leaves from the side as well.
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
Yeah.
You know what would be nice to see in some of these new specials is, maybe
a titty.
maybe
Just a titty every now and then. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Come on, Rosebud. Fucking
Or-
let him hang out. You know, Tammy, give me a titty, dude. You know?
Why don't you just have it'd be cool.
Actually, Tim Dillon, dude, whip one of those milkers out, dude. I fucking love it.
That's so much shirt to pull up.
Pull down.
Is maybe like give a little love to the host. Show the host being like, keep it going for blah. That'd be cool.
Oh, that's interesting.
They never do that.
Interesting. I didn't even think about that. All right, let's just move right into
Okay.
what we liked, favorite jokes. I really liked here's some of the things he did that I really like. I really like he'll just throw in kind of an aside, like a random aside into a joke. But they're always like very funny, I think. So he's doing one joke about I don't remember what he was talking about, but he says, "Oh, the tartare is nice." When he's talking about he's at some dinner with somebody talking about something I don't remember. What
No,
it was.
he's talking about the Muslims or the Jew Muslim.
Oh, yeah,
thing.
yeah. He's trying to figure out if somebody's a Muslim or a Jew, so he knows
Yeah.
what side he's supposed to be on when he's having this conversation. And then he's in the middle of it, and he's asking questions like, what are your, and, like, trying to get out of him. And then, like, in the middle of a question, he's like, oh, the tartare here is nice. And then, like, goes on. I think that's funny.
And why do you think that is funny?
I think it's just like,
Because it just breaks up the monotony of
and
what is happening.
I think it brings, it breaks up the monotony, but it also like brings up. It takes you back to the scene, right.
Then now you're back at
It's like now you're back at the table.
you're still at the table. You never left. the table.
you never did, but like you get into like, oh, what are they? The discussion,
Yeah.
and then but the setting of the discussion is also kind of not important to the joke, but it gives it a little bit extra. Like
Yeah.
you're in public and you're talking about like
Yeah.
whether you're trying to like dig out whether somebody is a Muslim or a Jew in public.
Right.
Like that's kind of weird, right?
Yeah. And I love that kind of stuff too, especially like doing this podcast is fun because like we kind of get to pick shit apart like that.
Sure.
And the nuances of like that type of thing, and then how can like always when I'm listening to this shit and like we come up like we're talking about that, it's like I'm always like, how can I use that?
How can I add?
in my shit just to make it funnier.
100%. That's why Blade. Shout out Blade Frank. That's why that dude had like filled up 40 billion notebooks because he was always taking notes on all the headliners, and a lot of it was that kind of stuff like, oh, he did this, blah blah blah.
Right.
You know, he did this thing. I should maybe try that. You know, try adding a weird aside for no reason.
To like detour off. It's also
it's just another like a tool to try to learn or like trick to try to learn.
And it is still like detail oriented. I feel like a lot of Tim Dillon, like what he's been doing, you know, there's a lot of detail in there.
Yeah, agreed.
And it's just not all of it's useful, but some of the detail just kind of makes the picture funnier.
Yeah, and it also breaks up the fact there's so much information in his jokes too, to sort of give you a pause in the middle of it to sort of catch your breath. Yeah. Also, so I really like that. Any specific tactics you really like for him, or anything? Just take it where you want.
Yeah. I definitely like that it didn't seem like it was so much setup punchline, that there was, more to it than that. And like we were talking about, like with the script thing, kind of feels like he's building scenes.
Right.
Yeah, I just kind of, I kind of just watching it. It just feels like it's just kind of a different way to do stand up. I didn't feel like it was just traditional stand. I thought it was a little bit different. The whole thing is funny all the way through. And that might be why maybe he didn't get the laughs that maybe he should have got, is just because, if those people are there at the mothership, maybe they're used to hearing jokes a certain way too. I don't know. I'm assuming.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I mean,
but because his jokes there's a lot there.
Sure.
And you kind of have to be following him to get it all.
Yeah. I mean, I thought he's really easy to follow though. I didn't find him difficult to follow, even though he talks about kind of bigger stuff. It's still like pretty easy.
I think some of the political shit kind of gets tough if you don't really have your head in it. Right? Like he mentioned something about Obama, Muhammad or whatever.
What?
Oh, he mentions Obama.
Obama is a Muslim? Yeah, he says that. Like somebody says that to him or something.
Somebody says that. Yeah. And that's like a punchline for a joke, and I missed it because I'm like, I don't know what he's talking about.
Oh yeah, there was like this whole sort of like belief or, narrative that Obama's a Muslim.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. He's just referencing that.
Yeah. And so that's the other thing that is also interesting to me, is I felt like a lot of the punchlines, or like sometimes he wouldn't get huge laughs on the part that you think is supposed to be funny. I don't know how to say this really, but like the punchline itself wouldn't get a laugh, but then he like continues because he's like keeps rambling on, and then that act out almost like comes to an end, and it doesn't land on a super heavy laugh.
Okay.
Which I kind of thought was interesting too. And he wasn't thrown off by it at all. Like it didn't.
So like he did an extra tag that didn't, or not an extra
Well, he's
tag,
doing just like tags on for some of those like rambling shits, you know? He's doing a lot of tags, and then I feel like some of those, the ones that he ended with, didn't get the responses. Like, why else are you doing that? If I guess is to get the response from it.
Okay.
So he must be getting that when he goes other places, and then to not get it.
I see what you mean.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I guess I didn't notice that way, but yeah, I'm not super surprised. Let's move into our favorite bits.
Yeah, okay.
Ready for that? You want you know what? We'll do mine first. So this is a bit that he talked about with he's talking about Meghan Markle, and I don't forget who she's married to, the British royal family guy, and how they moved out of the castle and moved to Montecito, California.
They have a 3-hour documentary on Netflix about how hard it is to live in a castle. 3 hours. Not 1, 3. I want to show that 3-hour documentary to a kid from Syria with his arm blown off. I want to say, come here, buddy, take a look at a real victim, okay? And you're going to work tonight, too. Don't think you're getting out of work, but look at how sad she is when Beyonce is texting her. Look how sad. What happened to you? You were just playing soccer and all you saw was fire? Yeah. Anyway, she's very sad here. She lives in Montecito now. That's by the ocean. That's the blue behind her as she's crying. The ocean, the Pacific Ocean. She's sad.
That is, I love that
Hilarious,
joke.
dude.
I love that joke.
So
I love
funny.
and that's one of the asides from where he's like, "You're going to work tonight." Like, just so you know, like, I really like that as like sort of just a breakup of the conversation. I think because that's also how people talk too. Like, they interject things into, like, generally speaking, if I'm talking to you, it's not just going to be the way you write a joke, right? Is usually like sort of like one long story without any breaks in it. But that's not really how we talk.
Right.
Because usually you lose your train of thought or something happens. So it's natural to sort of go back a little bit and go forward. I loved the repetition that you kept saying the 3 hour thing. It's like 3 hours. So I watched this 3 hour documentary. You know what I mean? Like, it's very, really hammering how long it is. And great. You know what I mean? I really like that. And then, you were playing soccer and all I saw was fire. And all you saw was fire. Yeah. Yeah. Well, she's really sad because that's Pacific Ocean behind her. I just thought it was a really great joke.
He's really good at that. Of like kind of being like nonchalant, kind of
sort of
about,
sarcastic and
about terrible things, kind of just
for
acting
sure.
like, oh, all right, well, whatever.
For sure. He does that in the school shooting bit and that as well. I also love, and we talked about this too, and before we get to your bit, we're at the 41-minute mark of our podcast. 41 minutes. It was a 41-minute special.
Love
what
that.
do you think? What do you think? You like that?
I love that. Yeah.
Loved it.
Yeah, we don't need some drawn out long thing,
I
dude.
totally 100% agree with you. 100% agree with you.
And it was all good.
It was good. Yeah. Well, I mean,
whole thing
that's
was
the
good.
thing, man. If it like, it's very rare to watch like an hour 10-minute special that I've been like, oh, I couldn't have cut 10 minutes out of it. I can cut at least 10 minutes out of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
41-minute special. I think honestly, the more I've watched it, I think 45 minutes is the sweet spot, man.
And also, I think too.
I think shows should be an hour 15 now. I think people just get tired.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I think that it's great for your material also, right? Like if you're burning 40 minutes, cool. At least you still have 20 minutes of shit people haven't heard that you can work on, fill in the rest of the rest. Fucking.
It's an hour show or whatever, and you're like, I'm taking the 40 best minutes. I don't need to make it an hour to show that I can do an hour. I do an hour every fucking night. I'm sure he does. You know what I mean? I'm sure his show is usually an hour or something like that. There's no way.
But it also is
doesn't
more
have the
entertaining
material
to
for
go
it.
and see him now, right? Even if you heard all those jokes again, you're like, I wonder how he's going to hit this hour. There's 20 minutes I haven't heard.
And just for our purposes, having a 40-minute special, I could watch it so many more times.
Yeah, it makes it way more digestible.
Thank you for all the from all the critics out there to you, Tim. Thanks for making it short.
Yeah.
No, I thought that was great, though. I thought that was, I mean...
Short and sweet, dude.
You know, we watched, this was in the Lost episodes, we did the Dave Attell special. It was like a half an hour. Same thing. But on that one, I was like, it could be a little bit longer. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, doesn't he like play the flute or something?
He does play the recorder at the end.
The recorder at the end, just to make up for
check that one out, too. I really like that one. I like that one. Hot Cross Buns. That's the name of the special, if I remember right.
Yep,
Isn't
it is.
Yeah. But anyway, I really like the length of it as well. Let's talk about your favorite book, your favorite bit here.
So this bit, I was napping and I heard it and I was like, oh, that's hilarious because I've been in a lot of lakes. I have never thought about it this way, and I thought it was a really refreshing way to do it.
Yeah, they're talking about at the time in Austin, there was like this Rainy Street killer. He filmed it in Austin. So here we go.
I hope it's true. You need a killer. You need a killer. Especially Austin. There's too many confident tech people jogging. It's like a few of them should think it's at least a possibility. You know what I mean? Like, it's good to have that. It's a tough way to die, though, just in the middle of the lake going down, surrounded by real estate you can't afford. It's just the final scroll on Zillow. You know, God, that's a beautiful backyard.
I love that joke.
All right, talk us through it. What do you like about it? What is the thing that you like about it most? What do you think it's fun?
Dude, I've been on Coeur d'Alene Lake a lot, you know, and I have. You always realize how beautiful the houses are.
Oh my
I've
God,
never
dude.
like pieced that together with drowning at the same time.
Yeah, that would be rough. I do like the calling it a final scroll on Zillow. That's very funny.
Very funny. And then just the gurgling.
Do you
I
scroll?
liked it.
Do you scroll Zillow at all? Do you ever do that?
I have before.
See, I never have. Only because I already know it's just gonna bum me out.
Yeah.
That I'm like, I'm never gonna fucking afford that.
You
know
do
what I
that
mean?
when you're looking for a house. After you have a house, you're like,
I already got a place now. It's not,
Unless you're super rich, I guess, and you're probably on it all the
like
time.
you want all the fucking,
But yeah, so that's just
super
what I
funny.
pieced. I pieced myself in on a, in the lake,
100%.
middle of Coeur d'Alene
Yeah.
Lake, looking at all these beautiful homes.
Yeah,
and
that's what I
drowning.
thought of
Yeah.
immediately too. And actually, what was funny is I was like, I lived in Austin for a little bit, and I'm like, is he talking about Lake Travis, or is he talking about Town Lake, or like where, like, you know what I mean? Like there's a couple of, and for whatever reason, that was throwing me off, and I'm like, it doesn't fucking matter what like he's talking about. Any lake anywhere around there has really expensive fucking property around it. You know what I
Almost
mean?
anywhere,
Or
lake
anywhere, yeah.
has great property. Coeur d'Alene, dude, all those houses are beautiful.
Yeah,
that are around that lake.
yeah. Even like up
Even
at
like-
Loon Lake, where
Yeah.
Phil has his cabin.
Yeah,
Or his,
beautiful houses.
Great, yeah.
Yeah.
Even the ones that aren't, you're like, you're still on a fucking lake, dude. This
Yeah.
is great.
Honestly, drowning in a lake might be one of the good ways to die.
Just because you get to see something beautiful before you go.
Yeah, right before you
very
perish.
Before you perish.
Yeah, I like that joke. dude.
Excuse me.
There's a lot of great jokes in this. The Lizzo joke probably would have been.
Oh
my
God,
second.
the Lizzo one's great. So,
Yeah.
the Lizzo joke is about her firing her backup dancers and like basically how dare they? They
Yeah.
shouldn't even have jobs. And
Yeah.
she gave them to her. She's their queen. She
Yeah,
made
she's
them.
their mother.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very funny. Yeah, I just thought like most of his stuff, most of the jokes were clever and fun.
Original.
But like what's weird about it is I still wasn't like, oh my God, this is so funny. It was just like, oh, this is funny. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. And I think maybe that's because we don't listen to him enough.
Maybe.
You know what I mean? Like I'm sure if you listen to the Tim Dillon show or whatever all the time, you know more
Right.
what his
Right.
what his comedy is. It's probably going to hit you a lot differently opposed to like
Right.
us coming in. But I mean, us coming into it, we're still like that shit is funny.
yeah, okay. Since we're on the topic of what we liked, so still stuff that we liked. Oh, anything else you want to talk about specific to your favorite joke there?
No, I'm good.
I also loved that like he got on stage and he was immediately into material. Like it didn't take him. He was like, "Hey Austin, what's up?" Blah blah blah. Homeless joke, right? Whatever. But then like a homeless bit, not just you know, an aside. I just loved it. I mean, it's 41 minutes. So he got right into it. So it was 40 minutes of like solid shit.
Yeah.
I don't have anything else that I want to talk about in terms of what we liked. Do you have anything else you want to talk about what we liked? Or do you want to move on into what we didn't like?
Okay, I got something that can kind of go in between, and that would be him doing crowd work.
Okay.
So he doesn't.
So that was, I have that in my what I didn't like. So
I kind of figured you did. That's why I was like, oh, this,
here we'll transition.
yeah.
Nice little segue.
I didn't mind it because a lot of times it feels like he's using it as a transition. That's what he's using it as. He's getting into something. He's talking to the crowd a little bit, and you could tell he already kind of has a direction that he's gonna go no matter what.
Yeah.
And then he kind of just more puzzles that piece together.
Pieces
That being
that
said,
puzzle together. I get
yeah.
you.
But that being said,
Are you sure
the crowd
you're-
work wasn't excellent.
Are you sure Bev's the one that's dyslexic?
No, she's not dyslexic at all.
I figured she wasn't, but
yeah,
I was just giving you shit about that was dumb.
it's okay.
Anyway, yeah.
Anyhow,
I thought I totally just derailed that entire point there, but I thought that I didn't like the crowd work, and the reason why is like the material's good, and then I thought the crowd work was just sort of like oddly placed. It was like he was in the end of his bit, and then he just did, and it was very short. It was like 30 seconds to a minute of like it felt like forced crowd work. Like it wasn't natural. It was just sort of like. I don't think it doesn't seem like it's his thing, and yet there's only 2 different parts where he does it, right?
Yeah.
And they're both very short. He's funny after the crowd work when he like kind of calls back to it later.
Yeah.
Like at the very end of the special.
Yeah.
He mentions both the people he did crowd work on. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But it just it felt like sort of weird to like force it into the special. It was almost like it was, if you're gonna have crowd work in there should be more of it or none. You know what I mean? Like it felt like the crowd work the amount he did was a weird amount to do, so I thought it was weird.
What I will say about it, though, I think doing it short and the way he did it was
Yeah.
probably better because it didn't seem like it was canned crowd work also, right? It wasn't like he was asking a question that he already has all these responses for.
Oh, I think the first one was.
Really? I don't necessarily think so. It could have
Because
been.
he's like, how long? He was like, whatever, like how long you been together, whatever, and they ended up being brother and sister.
Yeah.
But then he went into
But he pauses for a long time
Right,
there,
but-
kind of lets people laugh.
right.
And you could tell he's probably trying to like think of something, and he's like,
Well,
a lot
but
of people are aroused in here or whatever, right? That's what
Yeah,
he said.
but the he says that was part of the crowd work part. But then he's going right into a joke that works no matter what the couple is.
Right.
If they're, I forget what it was, what exactly the next joke was, but whether you're a couple, whether you're brother and sister, whether you're whatever, as long as there's a male and a female, he could have done that joke. So that's all he was doing was pointing out a male and female.
But he has a direction, right? So,
Sure.
So what I'm saying, yeah, he does have a direction. I'm saying it's not canned. I don't think that he knew what his response was going to have to be to them. I feel like
he
thought
definitely didn't know, because
In
he
the
didn't clock him as the right relationship.
of that. Right.
Yeah.
So I felt like that kind of is more fun for me too, because it's more like it's in the moment. It's more improv.
Sure.
It's more everybody's aroused in here. Whatever he said, like that hit pretty good in the room.
mean, oh yeah, I mean it's fine. I just think it's. I always think that crowd work's weird for a special. For a special crowd work is
unless
weird.
you're doing a crowd work special, right?
Right. Unless you're doing a crowd work special. Shout out Gabe Rutledge.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So I don't know, man. I don't know. But whatever.
That's-
It wasn't.
that's what
it's a minor complaint.
I get not liking it. All I'm saying is I do think
Yeah.
it was not canned, and I think it was cool.
Yeah.
If
Anything
you're
else?
gonna do it,
Yeah. Anything else or anything you didn't like? Anything you haven't talked about that you didn't like?
not really.
Not really.
No.
I didn't love his closer. I thought it was a weird closer. I know you liked it quite a bit. He does a trans, basically a trans joke about how
Buying your kids' genitals.
he's
essentially.
gonna like he doesn't have a problem with his kid transitioning, but as soon as they decide to transition, they have to do it immediately.
Yeah.
And he's gonna buy them their genitals, and he's gonna buy them nice genitals, and then because they're nice, he's gonna have to show them off, or the kid's gonna have to show them off.
Show grandma your new
Right.
vagina.
And
show grandma
then-
your pussy. That's what it says.
Yeah,
Show grandma
and then show God. I just thought it was
Smell
super
it.
filthy.
yeah, it was filthy.
And then the very end of it is he's talking about how you're gonna take your kid's like penis away and put it in a drawer because they misbehaved, right? Like their cell phone or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, and it's gonna be right next to your sister brother's tits or whatever it is. You know what I mean? In the drawer.
And I'm your mother, and I look like this.
yeah.
But I'm your mother.
And I'm your mother.
yeah.
And he ends it very interestingly. I don't think we've had this yet.
Ends it with the title.
Ends
of
it
the-
with the first time he says it, essentially. Well, second, it says it 2 times right in a row. First time he says it, but it's the name of the special.
Yeah.
I'm your mother. That's the first time he ever mentions it. And it's the closing line of the special. It's a very interesting.
I liked it. I kind of like that move.
I just thought it was interesting. I don't think it's necessarily good or bad.
Yeah.
I'm definitely more pro it than against it.
Yeah.
I didn't love the joke, as I mentioned, but
I thought the joke was
was kinda
super high energy opposed to
Really?
a lot of
Yeah.
his other jokes.
I'm sure that's what it was. I mean,
And you got to end.
you want to end on that high.
You want to end on
yeah.
a high. Yeah. Because if he would have hit that in the middle, and then now it's just kind of like a slow descend with all the rest of his jokes.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I don't know.
So yeah, I mean, those are minor picks, but that's what I had about the stuff I didn't like. I don't have anything else I didn't like. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Overall.
Same.
I really like the font on his credits, which is a weird thing to say, but
That is a weird thing to say.
yeah. What the fuck would you say that?
I didn't even
I don't
clock
know how to
any
describe
of the
it. It looked good.
music. Like I didn't
I
even
didn't
really
notice it either.
notice music or anything. It was pretty much just him getting in there and getting out of there.
Yeah. So that's sort of. I mean, that kind of closes the book on that. Except we got some other reviews, my guy.
Okay. Yeah.
Other reviews segment. I love this
Hit him
segment.
up.
I love looking at what other people have to say about comics that, like, I don't know, some of them are just so stupid and some of them are great. So this first review, this is from David Hookstead. It's Outkick.com, which is a like Fox News sports type site.
Okay.
The title: Comedian releases must-watch offensive comedy special woke losers will hate. I just love it's like you have to fucking put in woke like in the title. You have to put
Oh God. Yeah.
But let me see. I have one. There's one like little line I wanted to see here. Okay, so he will make fun of absolutely anything, and he's a great example of what comedy is supposed to be. Nothing should be off limits. Say offensive jokes, and don't give the wokes a single inch. It's just so. It's
I
so
hate this guy.
over the, I know he's a fucking idiot, but
what a loser.
it's hilarious that like, God, it's just funny to me when people want to just put their political shit into everything. He goes after. He goes after Meghan Markle. Blah blah. Now, will woke losers who walk on eggshells hate Dillon's new stand-up special? Without a doubt, and that's the greatest endorsement it could ever get.
Okay.
Thank you, dipshit.
What's his name?
David Hookstead.
David Hookstead. Nice.
I mean, it's just so over the top, dude.
Yeah, like let's not be dumb, dude. He's just
not be
telling
dumb.
jokes, man.
Exactly.
It's not trying to promote your agenda or anybody's agenda. He's just up there telling jokes.
Right. A couple of these 10 for 10s that are on IMDb. A lot of people really liked it. Yeah. Some people didn't feel as that great. This felt a bit half-assed. I loved him. This felt a bit half-assed. A 10 of 10, outstanding. 10 of 10, honest and funny. 10 of 10, best comedy special I've seen in years.
Oh wow.
10 of 10, the pig squeals. I don't know what that means. Best stand-up special by anyone in years. Somebody said that. I thought that was kind of over the top.
That's insane.
Best stand-up set ever. All right.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But
If
here
I
we
was
go.
him,
Here's
I'd be like, this is real.
Yeah.
This is all checking.
Here's a
out for
1
me.
of 10. Netflix, please stop torturing us. Is Netflix trying to ruin comedy? They keep putting these terrible comics from the Rogan sphere on this platform, even though they keep failing. I don't understand this business model. Tim Dillon was awkward, unconvincing, and really just needs to stop doing everything and take care of his body. He looks sick, and at any moment, his belly could tip him over. There is Ozempic. He has money. Has he not connected the dots? I would pass. This is lukewarm, trailer trash, horse trough water. Stay away. Rogan is destroying comedy by recommending all of his friends to Netflix. This must end or comedy will die forever. That person didn't say one thing about the actual special. Did you notice that?
Yeah. I think there's this weird trend going on where like people want to hate the guys that are in the Rogan spheres. They call
they're
it.
definitely true. I just don't like it when people beat you over the head with their political stuff. I don't care what you believe. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, who gives a flying
Exactly.
shit, dude? What are we talking about?
exactly.
All we're talking about is comedy and what's funny and what's not funny.
Talking about your dick. That's what it's all about.
If you think something's funny, it's
or
funny.
your vagina. Excuse me.
Yeah,
I apologize.
who cares? I don't get it.
No,
To
as soon
to
as you
hate on
say
Tim
shit like
Dillon-
Rogan sphere, it's just as dumb as the other guy. Woke, blah, blah, blah. Who fucking cares? Shut up.
Yeah.
Rogan sphere, who cares? It has nothing to do with it. Was
it's
he
just
funny?
both of them, bunch of cuck fucking losers.
Yeah, they're
dude.
idiots. I hope
an
they're probably
idiot.
married.
Yeah, with their wife just getting.
No, they're probably married to each other. That's what I'm saying.
I see. Just cheating on it.
No, now they just,
just
they
cucking
just
each
love,
other out.
they just love yelling at each other.
So stupid. Yeah.
Anyway,
I
there we
hate
go.
that.
So
Interesting,
total rating 6.2 of 10 on IMDb.
Honestly, I thought it was good. It was good. Was it the best special in the world? No.
Do I ask myself a lot of questions?
Yeah.
Yes. He did that a few times too.
I
It
know.
reminded me of
I
you
saw
last
him
night.
do that,
So,
and I was like, "Oh, motherfucker's stealing my moves, man."
Yeah, dude. Colton's really, really into, especially when you're drinking. You're really into like am I going to ask myself questions? Yes. Will I answer them in a way that makes me sound pretty smart? Kinda. Will I?
Is Jay dumb and ugly?
Yeah.
Do I love him? Yes.
Yeah.
I love doing that. It is so fun. For
You're
me.
addicted to like a few things. That's one of them.
Yeah.
You're addicted to that, the gay thing, and the
gay thing for you guys that don't know is at work for a while. There was this time where,
including now.
it's fallen off now. But we used to just throw gay onto words, right? So like the trailer would be the tray gay. If I need Megalock press, it would be we'll go,
Why
hey, go
wouldn't
grab
it be
the
the
mega
galer?
gays.
Why wouldn't it be the galer?
Yeah, I called that. There's no rules with
This
the
is
gay.
also-
You just toss gay
So
on.
dumb, dude.
Just toss gay on.
So dumb.
So the other night I was calling.
I do not approve of this, by the way.
I was calling Jay
idiot.
gay.
Yeah.
He's like, "Why didn't you call me Gay Berg?
Yeah.
It doesn't rhyme, idiot. Why are you even trying to?"
Idiot.
Idiot.
I'm the idiot. All right, got it.
But no, that's kind of what that's what he's talking about.
Anyway, So yeah,
fun.
you have a few of the shortening words. That's another big one for you.
Oh yeah,
Big word short guy.
yeah. We've been playing Obliv.
Obliv with Bev.
Me and Bev.
Oblivion, dude. Oh,
Oh, dude. Yeah, her name is in it.
sort of.
Kinda.
All right. Good hang. What do you think? Is he a good hang?
I mean, he doesn't look like is he sober?
No idea.
No?
I think he'd be fun. He seems like he'd be fun.
I think he'd be pretty fun.
Yeah.
He'd be fun to talk to at least.
Yeah, for sure. He seems kind of smart.
I think he's smart.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say that.
So, all right. Would this work at an open mic?
Yeah, I think some of
Obviously.
those jokes would work really good.
It for sure would.
Yeah.
Better name for the special. I'm going to say this. I think it's a great name for the special. I think it makes you curious about it.
Uh-huh.
I'm Your Mother is a really weird name for a male special. And so I'm very curious about it, and I love this. I don't have no notes. I have no notes. I don't have
notes.
a better name. Do you have a better name for the special?
I would say, I would have to say, no, I don't.
I would have to say, all right, better name. We're done with that. Okay.
All right.
Before we get rid of this special, we have one more category, and that is why am I better?
Yeah.
How am I better than Tim Dillon? I'll start.
Please.
How I'm better than Tim Dillon. All right, Tim Dillon, you fucking Joe Rogan wannabe, okay? You're in the Rogan sphere. I hate it. I hate that. Hate that. Hey, you're gonna have 41-minute crowd or special. You're doing crowd work on it. You don't have enough to fill 45 minutes without doing crowd work. That's insane, dude. Go back to the drawing board. Learn how to write a fucking joke. You're dressed like an incel. How are you gay? You're dressed like the straightest man in the world. There's no way. You dress like me. I'm not the straightest man in the world, but you know what I mean. Like 41 minutes. You couldn't do a longer special. You fucking loser. I hate you. You're trash. Your special's trash. Tim Dillon. That's why I'm better than you. Okay.
My favorite part of that was you're like, how are you gay?
Well, I mean,
That's pretty funny.
you know, like the notoriously,
yeah.
gay people dress really well.
Oh, you don't gotta explain it. I thought that was funny.
Okay, good. You know, like no. It's better if you don't explain the joke. All right, Colton Drake, master of comedy. Why are you better?
Yeah. Okay. Tim Dill, how am I better? Let me tell you. For one, dude, I wouldn't wear your mowing the lawn shoes on stage. Them shits looked gross. Okay, they look like they had green on them from after you just pushed the mower. Obviously, you're not pushing anything but your cholesterol to the ceiling.
Oh,
But how am I better? Like Jay said, I don't do that kind of fake ass, weak ass crowd work shit.
all right. That was Colton Drake.
Well, I
How
mean-
he's better than old Timmy Dills,
Yeah.
as he likes to call
Tim
him.
Dill.
Tim Dill. That puts a pin, exclamation point.
A quill.
What is it? What are we putting? What? A quill?
Pen.
No, pin. A pin.
Yeah, quill.
Oh, I said pin. Like pokey. Pin. Not pen.
Oh,
Pin.
okay. We're done with that.
Like pokey. You're like pokey, dude. Shit.
Okay.
What do you mean you did polka with fucking Snuffleupagus? You are Snuffleupagus, motherfucker. I'm going to edit
you
that
know what?
back in.
Yeah, you put that in there. Shit. You brought that up and I had something else and I forgot it.
Ah, damn it.
Damn it.
It's all
Stuff-
right.
Oh, no, I did like his
Oh.
setup lines for some of those. The P. Diddy one. So funny.
Oh, yeah.
Or he's
He had a
like-
rough holiday or whatever it
Yeah,
was.
he's having a rough holiday season.
Yeah. Very funny.
That shit is great.
So, Timmy Dills, we are done with you. Thank you for putting out a pretty fun special. I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
Had a good
dude,
time.
thank you.
So
It's always fun to watch when they're fun to watch. You
Yeah,
know?
pretty sick, dude. So yeah, check out. We both recommend it. Check out Tim Dillon's special if you have not already. It is on Netflix. What's next here? Angry Bird. Not angry. I feel good. Other than being hungover today, I feel pretty good.
Nice.
Listener mail. Don't have any. Oh, mom's menu. Mom, orange chicken, cauliflower steaks,
Hell yeah.
which is just a slice of cauliflower, like baked and like seasoned. Very, very good. And then a side salad.
Tasty.
It was great. I loved
I'm
it.
into the side salads, dude.
Yeah,
the salads
dude,
are
me too.
gas.
Because I don't eat enough vegetables. That helps me out.
I'm starting to think maybe I'm not drinking enough water. I had this realization on my
Water.
way here. I was like, maybe I'm not drinking enough water.
You probably are. If you're wondering if you are, you probably are. I know I don't. So
I only drink it if it's Gatorade.
that you're just like Idiocracy. Like Brondo is what plants crave.
Dude, so no, this is off top. We're good, right? We
Go
can
on.
chit chat now, right?
Sure.
So I've been trying to do like apple cider vinegar in the morning, right? To get skinny. If you guys notice why I'm looking all
Really?
snacked up, it's
Oh,
because
dude.
I'm doing apple cider vin. So Bev, right? I was like, hey, I'm doing apple cider vin. You want me to make you one? And
Apple cider vin?
And she's like, yeah.
It's disgusting.
Here's the thing about apple cider vinegar. I guess you're just supposed to do
It's
like a cap
fucking
full of it
gross.
and then
Yeah.
you dump water on top of it. Didn't know that. I was doing full shots of apple cider vinegar. I'd pour a whole shot, like an alcohol shot, into a glass, put some water on top, right? Me and Bev are having a fun morning. We're hanging out. I'm like, you want me to make you one of these? And she's like, yeah. So I make her one. And she's like, oh, I don't remember it tasting this bad. I'm like, I know it sucks. That's what I was telling you, right? She finishes it. And then she's like, how much did you put in there? I was like, just like a shot. Like you're supposed to. She's like, you're not supposed to put a shot in there. So she's messaging me at work, right? And she's like, I feel terrible. I might have to come home early. I feel so sick.
That's today, you said?
No, this is Thursday, last Thursday. Or
Yeah, if you're gonna
Friday
get into
morning.
fad diets, you should at least fucking follow the procedures correctly.
Bro, I liked it. I like taking
Take a
the
shot of bleach and
I just had no idea. I thought I was doing it right. She's like, that fucked me up. I was like, yeah, but didn't you have to poop pretty good? She's like, I haven't pooped in days. I was like, oh, no.
oh wow, it's opposite.
That's weird. I would have been
that's
pooping
funny.
like crazy. You need a Zen? You need a Zen to help you poo?
Speaking of pooping,
Go ahead.
you ready for this week in plumbing?
This week in plumbing. It's not speaking of plumbing.
All right, buddy.
All right, this week in plumbing. So this was, I'm talking about last week right now. We had OSHA stop at the job. OSHA. Big
OSHA.
Big OSH. And they came out and, they are very strict. They're very strict on, shit, whatever. The framers,
Very strict on shit.
very strict on shit. Yeah, you got to follow all the rules. The framers, all Mexican framing crew, they didn't show up that day, obviously. We got
Oh, they didn't show up because they were worried like about ice and shit or what?
yeah, they're probably worried about a lot of things.
Yeah.
So they're like, yeah, well, we got a little tip like, hey, OSHA's showing up tomorrow. None of the framers show up. None of them. The job site was almost a ghost town, right? It's just me and my
Interesting,
guys,
yeah.
and we're trying to act like, we're safe as hell,
Yeah.
Luckily, we were safe. I had all my books and everything logged in, ready to roll.
Everything was tip top.
They don't even care about the plumbers, dude. They're worried about the excavation guys.
Excavation.
Yeah, because
In
they
the general.
They've also had like this dude. They canned him, fired, because he's a loser bitch.
Hey,
Brian,
fucking
you
Brian.
hearing this, Brian?
Eat a dick, Brian.
With your fucking crazy underbite.
Right.
Crazy underbite looking like a goddamn pit
Oh,
bull.
he's got an underbee?
Yeah, big one.
I'm just not as good at it as you are. That's all it is.
So, but I guess he gets canned, and then he was like, he had fucked a bunch of shit up. But then he was trying to like call OSHA and get all this, like, he's trying to get them in trouble essentially. And so OSHA's been out there a couple times now, and then this last time, we don't know who
Jesus.
got him out, but somebody must have walked by and was like, "Oh, you can't have equipment parked like that." It was all
Oh,
on
yeah, you did
excavation
tell me that.
guys, and then so had those come out, and that's this week in plumbing. Well, that's last week in plumbing.
Last week in plumbing with Colton Drake, everybody. All right.
Back to you, Jay.
Oh. Okay. You get the little delay. Thanks, Colton. That's great. So we're up to IG follower count. My goodness.
Let's do it.
Last week, 460 to 448, Colton in the lead. This week, Colton up to 470, a 10-person increase, a 10-follower increase.
470, dude.
God, what a dick. 470. So he beat me. I had 451, so I only got 3 followers, one of whom was the Stand Up Snobs podcast Instagram account.
Followed yourself?
So yeah, essentially followed myself. So yeah, please listen to, or please go on Instagram. Please follow us on our individual Instagrams. That's Colton Drake Comedy and Jay Berg Comedy. And then also, you have the opportunity to follow the Stand Up Snobs, and that is just Stand Up Snobs. So And I think right now we have 12 followers or something on Stand Up Snobs. You want to check that for me?
I'm sure.
Who are you listening to?
Mark Gagnon at Marky Gagnon.
At
all
Marky
one word.
Gagnon. MarkyGagnon. Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
What turned you on to him?
He's part of the Flagrant group, and he's very funny. I got to watch him do stand up a few years ago, and he's pretty awesome.
Marky Gagnon. Okay.
Yeah, so check that out.
Yeah, he's got 82,000 followers.
Yep, he's crushing
Boom.
it.
Smashing it.
He's probably not even counting them.
Oh, God. I can't wait till I stop counting. I don't think that's ever going to happen. But, so, Marky Gagnon. I'm following. She's headlining this coming Tuesday at Spokane Comedy Club. I'm not on the show. I'll probably be going to the show. I'm pissed at her for stealing one of our open mics because she's doing it on Tuesday, and that means that we don't have open mic next Tuesday.
We don't have open mic on Tuesday.
But out in Nashville, her name's Fiona Cawley. I ran across a couple of her clips because Ryan McComb and Rob Wentz are friends of hers, and I got into my algorithm. Really funny chick, super funny. She has 459,000 followers. That's a ass ton. Holy shit.
Was she showing? Never mind.
No. Her dick? Yeah, she pulls her dick out all the time and shows it. No. So Fiona Cawley, that's FionaCauley. And check out her show here at Spokane Comedy Club as well. Yeah, she was super funny when I saw her. I'm excited to actually
She's going to
meet
get
her.
the whole open mic crowd.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited to meet her because Ryan
Everybody that's there to see Lucas Prom, and they're going to get Fiona
that's
Cawley.
gonna be rough, dude.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So Ryan McComb and Rob, I'm excited to talk to her and let her know that I know them and just kind of chill. I've heard she's very nice. So there you go. That's who we're following. Upcoming gigs. What you got, my brother?
Okay, so this Saturday, which is the what day is this Saturday?
This Saturday is May 3rd, I believe.
Okay, May 3rd. I will be at Draft Zone in Post Falls competing for the Quincy Belt or whatever. And
Dude, you cannot say it like that, you fucking dick. I will pull you off the show. You dickhead. The Quincy Belt or whatever. This Saturday, May 3rd in Post Falls, Idaho, the Quincy Belt last chance semifinal, dude. It's your last chance. Make it a good one. Huge lineup, dude. Huge lineup. It's you. It's Chris Jessup. It's Laura Branning. It's Cole Donovan, maybe.
last chance semi. Catch me
Bro,
there.
Liam Dempsey. Some other people. Oh, Ying Vigilon. Yeah, there's some people. So I missed one, but
It's a big
Oh,
deal.
Robert J. Robert
Robert J. will do that.
So it'd be
It's a
I mean,
really
dude, if you win $250 at least. So
nice.
it's kind of big. Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
So that's 8 p.m. on, I guess it's at 8 p.m.
I guess.
May 3rd. You sound like Snuffleupagus right now. Oi, bird. Is that it? Is that all you got?
That's all I got for now. Yeah, I got more
right.
shows on the docket, but I'm not going to plug them yet.
I will be hosting that show, and that's what I got going on right now. And then
Making a big deal. I'm hosting it.
I'm hosting it. It's very important. I never get to host out there. And then May 10th, if you're out in Ellensburg, Washington, and you should be, May 10th, I am featuring for Mr. Scott Lassie.
Oh, what?
At the
I didn't
Ridge.
hear about
Yeah.
that. Comedy
Yeah.
on the Ridge?
Yep. So
Now
that'll be
that's a
fun.
cool show.
That'll be
I
fun. yeah.
love that.
Yeah, dude, way more happy about than the one you're on.
Scott Lassie's fucking dope.
Yeah, he's
dude.
really fun.
I love
He's
Scott
really
Lassie.
fun.
Good hang. Great
Yep,
hang.
yep.
Cool guy.
Hippie B is running that shit, and hopefully he can get some people there. He's, I know he wants to.
That's cool. You're featuring.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
And this is when? When is this?
It's May 10th, so then the following Saturday,
Oh,
Yeah.
I might go to that.
May 10.
Maybe.
So that's
I got
Mother's
friends.
Day
I could
Eve,
bring
you
out
guys.
friends.
Mother's Day Eve. Other than that, I got nothing going on.
I got a huge fan base in Ellen's Gay. I could bring them out. Yeah.
Oh God,
You might have a good show if I bring in the posse.
bring in the posse. Next
Scott
week,
Lassie. Yeah.
give him the ring of the posse for Scott. Oh God, off the rails once again, man. Off the rails once again. It's drinking debate all over again.
Not quite.
Sugar tits. That's been our podcast. Next week, dude. We're
next
doing
week.
Jessica Kirson.
Hell yeah. Excited for this one.
Yeah, she's great. It's another hilarious special. We've been doing their monthly one every month, and I think it's a
Hulu
good
been
idea.
killing it, dude.
Yeah,
they
they've
should
been
honestly
doing it.
sponsor our show.
Yeah. Hulu, did you hear that? They didn't, but they did hear it.
Hear it, Hulu. Listen up.
Hulu, hilarious special. Jessica Kirson, I'm the man. So we go from Tim Dillon, I'm your mother, to Jessica Kirson, I'm the man.
Right.
And
Same guy, same person.
yeah. So we went from gay mother to an actual gay mother, but
Yeah.
says she's the man.
Yeah. Dude.
So
Wow, the puzzle pieces of the universe.
of the verse.
Of the universe.
Okay, so she's gonna take us out, but before we do that, you got anything else left to say?
No.
All right, I've been Jay Berg. That's Colton Drake.
Bye-bye.
So nice. Hi, guys. I'm such a liar. I lie when I'm getting room service. I don't want the person knowing how much I'm ordering for myself. So I'll be like, hi, can I get 2 orders of chicken wings? Hold on. Do you want ranch? Okay, he'll have 6 sides of ranch. I do not know how to put on makeup. So I went to Sephora to the most bedazzled gay guy I could find. And he goes, oh, honey, we have a lot of work to do. Do you know when I left there, I look like a drag queen? I have 4 daughters from 2 different women. I saw an old friend recently, and she's like, oh my God, was it planned? No, my condom broke. I was walking down the street, and these 2 girls were walking in front of me. This girl's like, oh my God, Chelsea, you're not gonna believe this, but I posted this video, and like nobody liked it, and nobody commented, and I was like so upset because the algorithm was off, and like the lighting was perfect, and my makeup looked perfect. Like nobody, I think I was millions of minutes TikTok, right? So I killed them. I did.